wonderful, and it's wonderful to see you. I just need
Thank
to
you.
say this right from the get-go. Diana, I saw you during the screening at Sundance, and I remember one of your kids was having a moment. And while
Yes.
everything was going on, you got up and you took that child out, and you did it without hesitation. You like,
Yes.
I don't care that I'm at a premiere at Sundance. I am a mama first, and everything
Yes.
else comes after.
Yes.
So having said that, I want to congratulate you
Thank
because
you.
you portrayed Inez with such turbulent poignancy
Thank
that
you.
that could only happen based on what AV wrote and how she directed.
Thank
So
you.
congratulations to both of you on
Thank
Oh,
you
that.
thank
so
you.
much.
Having said that, I'd like to pose this question to both of you, and I'll let AV start it out. Um, do you think that Inez was a person whose dreams were on life support, which
Mm.
is why she chose the life that she did?
Oh yeah. I mean, absolutely. I think when we find her, she's definitely in a place, she's coming from a place of desperation. You know, she's fighting for her survival and she's fighting for her place in the world. And I think that that's something that her and Terry can connect on, just wanting to feel secure in their place in the world as mother and child. I think they have so many similarities. Like her story is his story, you know, and I think she sees so much of herself, unfortunately, in those cycles that so many families can go through, and certainly what this community can go through. And so I think she's fighting to break beyond that, to break cycles, and the experience that they have and in the life that she wants to create for him.
Well, I have to agree with everything she was saying. I think, as a mom, uh, as far as, her feeling, you feeling like her career is on life support. Yeah, it was like, everybody gets to pull the plug but me. It's like I'm quiet and I can't say anything. So now the power of my life, which is my career, is in the hands of someone else because I can't make my own decision, and I feel like as a mom, she put everything to the side for Terry, I think. But in that case, love was more important than the dream. And I think that love was the bigger dream and the bigger goal. And, getting love in the most purest form was the bigger dream. So I think if you look at it as a whole, she accomplished the bigger goal in life and the bigger dream in life. So at that point, when we get to the end, you kind of see that the ball is in her court, and nobody was able to pull that plug because it's all about timing and patience. So realizing that weight doesn't necessarily mean that you won't pull through, or come off of life support. You know what I'm saying? So it was a fight, and I feel like Inez fought through it, and she was able to kind of like get her life back.
I wish I had so much more time with you guys. I have to wrap it. I want to say this before I go. AV, congratulations on your directorial debut. Girl, you knocked
Thank
it out of the
you.
park. And
Thank you.
Tiana, I am looking for this film to go the
Thank
distance, mama,
you.
because I
Thank
need to
you.
see you get your due. I need to
Thank
see you get
you.
that love
Thank
that
you
we
so
all have
much.
for you when we saw you
Thank
do
you.
this film at Sundance. It was absolutely fantabulous. You guys
Hmm.
showed women in a way that we don't normally see. We always see that vantage point from a man's point of view. We never
Right.
see
Yeah.
it from a woman.
Amen.
So
Thank you
thank you for
so
Thank
that, and
much.
you.
thank you for
Thank
your
you.
time
Thank
today.
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Appreciate you.
Thank
Peace.
you.
Being a black man in this industry is very challenging at times, very nuanced, is very stress inducing, and I had him there for me in such a supportive type of role. Like in the movie, in a father figure type of role where I felt safe, I felt comfortable, I felt protected, I felt supported by him, and I feel like in a lot of those moments where he's just like giving me game off screen about stuff that don't got nothing to do with movies at all. By the time we got on screen, I just felt so vulnerable with him, um, and free to express ourselves in our form. So
What was the best piece of advice you got from Will when you guys were on set, just about life in the
uh,
industry?
do my taxes right. Yeah, the best.
That, my dear, is some great advice.
Yeah, he was like, get your shit in order early.
I love that he told you to get your taxes right. That is pure comedy right there.
Outside of the foster care component, Terry was me.
Hmm.
And I've had a Lucky in my life. And I feel like the dynamic between Inez and Terry is so nuanced and complex, but beautiful because in a lot of ways, they're not just mother and son, they're best friend, they're brother and sister. They're children together. And just as much as Terry is navigating and trying to figure out what his life is and how it happened and why it happened, Inez is doing the same thing at the same exact time. And I feel like that specifically breeds this closeness that is impenetrable between a mother and a son. Then just getting down to the meat and potatoes of her being a mother and a caretaker and a nurturer, and what that takes when it comes to the thing that she's nurturing is a little Black boy in America. I think that there's like a protectiveness over that. There's a pride in it as well. That who else is going to do it type of attitude, you know. And I feel like that is kind of what speaks to that beautifully profound dynamic between the mother and son in this movie. But me and my mother currently we've been having this dialogue about our relationship evolving, and I think that's a motif and a theme in this film as well. You have 6-year-old Terry, you have 13-year-old Terry, and then you have 17-year-old Terry.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 different iterations of Terry's life and then Inez's life as well. So she's a different mother by the time he's 13. She's a different mother by the time he's 17. So the things that, they were doing at 13, she's at, 29 or whatever, they can't, and they're not doing them when he's 17. So me and my mother in real life are navigating that kind of awkward, uncomfortable, well, Mom, I'm not 12 anymore. I'm a 25-year-old man living on my own, and still some of the same, nurturing motherly things, that my mom, tries to do. It's like we're evolving. So it's in progress, and, it's a beautiful journey.
I would imagine it would be. I can't wait to hear how your mom interprets it all and how she's going to be real proud of you when she sees it. I can tell you that right now. Absolutely beaming with pride when she sees you. What do you have coming up next? What can we look for you to be starring in or participating next on screen?
The first show is a World War II epic. Produced by Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks. I play an airplane pilot of the 332nd Red Tail group. First half is led by Austin Butler, and then the second half is led, by me. Yeah, shout out to Apple, Steven Spielberg, Tom Hanks, Kerry Fukunaga, Dee Reese, Tim Van Patten. But that is one to look forward to. That should be coming out this summer. Definitely. Also, the end of the year, my other show, Lady in the Lake, Apple TV as well. Stars me, Moses Ingram, and Natalie Portman.
I said you stomping with the big dogs. I'm just saying.
Something like that.
You stomping with the big dogs.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to that too. It's a murder mystery. The thing, excuse me, that I love about all these roles is that it just shows my range as an actor, because all of these roles are like night and day. 17-year-old inner city kid from Harlem, and then Masters of the Air, I'm playing a 20-year-old fighter pilot from the 1940s. And then Lady in the Lake, I'm playing a boxer and a mobster in 1960s Baltimore.
Well, Josiah, thank you for taking some time and talking to me today. I really enjoyed our conversation, and I enjoyed your performance immensely in 1001. And I can't wait for these other 2 projects on Apple TV Plus to drop so I can support you and cheer you on in those as well.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Have a great day.